45% of U.S. dogs sleep in their owner's bed. Dogs are born with certain natural instincts, but they also take cues from their pack leader. And guess who that pack leader is? You. Your dog views you as the head of your pack and wants to be just like you. So he lays his head where you do and sleeps where you sleep. Remember, imitation is the best form of flattery. It's this close social and familial bond that is the primary reason why dogs are so eager to follow their owners to bed. Dogs' noses can sense heat, thermal radiation, which explains why blind or deaf dogs can still hunt. There are more than 300 million scent receptors in a dog's nose, which is why they are used to sniff out drugs, bombs, firearms, and even detect diseases. Now, newfound research shows there's a more powerful connection between dogs' noses and their brains than people originally thought. All puppies are born blind and deaf. For the first 2 weeks of their lives, puppies can't see their worlds. Their eyes open when they are 14 to 21 days old, but their sight is still limited. Also, puppies are born deaf, and this is the last of their senses to fully develop. They can't hear until they're about 3 weeks old, but once their hearing kicks in, they hear about 4 times better than most people, including hearing a wider range of frequencies. Greyhounds can beat cheetahs in a race. In any all-out sprint, a cheetah would outrun a greyhound. Cheetahs can take off at a quick 70 miles per hour, while greyhounds can only manage 45 miles per hour. A greyhound would find themselves quickly outpaced by the African cat. However, cheetahs can't maintain their top speed for very long and can only make it a couple hundred yards before they need to slow down. On the other hand, greyhounds, though designed to be sprinters, can maintain a fast speed for much longer distances. Greyhounds can run for several miles at or above 35 miles per hour before they're forced to slow down. At that rate, the greyhound could make it around 7 miles in 12 minutes and be way ahead of his cheetah friend, who could only sprint for 200 yards. A dog's only sweat glands are between their paw pads. Most dog sweat is released through glands in the paw pads. However, sweat plays a very small role in cooling your dog down. Dogs rely on panting to control most of their temperature regulation, and when dogs pant, moisture from their tongues, nasal passages, and the lining of their lungs evaporates, cooling them down as air passes over the moist tissue. Dogs can be trained to detect epileptic seizures. There are more than 300 million scent receptors in a dog's nose, which is why they can be trained to detect diseases, able to already detect malaria, prostate cancer, and diabetes. There are trials ongoing now to train a dog to detect Parkinson's disease and breast cancer. Obesity is the #1 health problem among dogs. Up to 65% of dogs in the United States are considered overweight or obese. And obesity can contribute to many conditions in dogs, including arthritis, pancreatitis, kidney disease, respiratory compromise, and decreased quality of life. Dogs have no sense of time. Animals and other organisms have an internal clock of sorts called a circadian rhythm, a roughly 24-hour cycle in their physiological processes that responds to cues like the cycle of light and darkness. Instead of knowing what hour meals are served or ticking off units of time in their heads, dogs may be keeping track of time using this rhythm, responding to a physiological state they reach at a particular time of day and associating it with a particular event, like dinner. It is said there are 703 breeds of purebred dogs. The number ranges from 150 plus to 700 plus, but the American Kennel Club, AKC, acknowledges 200 breeds, and each of the AKC registered breeds are assigned to one of 7 groups representing characteristics and functions the breeds were originally bred for. If you have found value in this video, a big thumb up is appreciated. Thanks, and have a great day.